right. We are back again live on Facebook and YouTube. My name is Idele-Ero, and this is the Idele-Ero show. We have a very, very important topic today that I want everyone to be part of this program. Please, wherever you are, tune in to Facebook and YouTube because we are live right there. Very, very important. It's a trending issue in Nigeria. You know what? Everybody is part of this because it's going to be a lot of clarification by our discussion. I already have with me in studio my very own brother and partner of the Black Benin show, which is here already, and I'm going to be reading in a minute. I also have my brother, also, who was here last week for the other show that we had. He's also here with me. The other guests arrived. Again, this is a very, very crucial matter that is, trending in our state. The topic of the day was not Okaighele in Benin Kingdom, who have the the function, and who also have the authority to ban in case if they need this is the crucial topic that we have that is trending in our state. We ought in the meantime, I hope my brother is here. Two of them actually they are already in as you are listening to this program. Once again, I want everyone to please pay attention, participate fully in it, and make your contribution. If you're going to contribute, please, I want you to forbid in this platform. This community, we do not talk, we don't use such words, we don't insult anybody. We are here to make peace. We are here to actually make the enlightenment, public enlightenment. People who don't know what to do or what the case is, this is an opportunity. Just be part of it. Some of them can't go and ignore. They don't even know what's going on inside the world. No. So because of that, they think, okay, this is right, the other one is right. We want to be sure that everybody got the clarification and awareness. That's the reason for this. So please, if you are going to be part of it, do not use any profanity, no false words. You don't use false words here. You don't insult anybody. Everybody is saying, but a lot of people don't know. Because of that one, we are going to make them aware. Presenting right now is my own very brother, my very own legendary reggae superstar based in the Netherlands. I present to you today Mr. Black Okaighele. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Joe Brown, thank you for the God for the spirit that you can I welcome you all, listeners, wherever you are, whatever time you are dealing with. Good afternoon, good morning, good night. You are welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. I'm going to talk the music because I know the music is playing on the background right now, and that's the music of my brother, Black Okaighele, reggae superstar. Thank you so much for this music. I'm going to pick it. It's going to be part of our show on this program. Thank you so much, sir. And I'm very sure that everybody already tuned in to our program. And we expect that you can go to the comment section and make your comments, make your contribution. Please, while you're doing that, let us be simple. Let's not use any profanity, okay? let's not be rude. If you see somebody has made a point that is not so clear to you and that you don't agree with, that's fine. You can make your position without matching any insult. Thank you all so much for joining us. Once again, my name is Idele-Ero. All right, I think I already have somebody making a comment. Let me quickly check on that and see. Okay, so Osamuyi Me Olotu. It's a greetings. Please reduce the volume of the background music. Yeah, I already did that. Thank you so much. Yeah. So I hope everybody can hear me now. Usually I start this program with some music, especially with my brother here, Black Rice. And that's the reason we keep playing it. We want to honor him, we want to respect him for his love for the Benin Kingdom, for our cultural heritage. Thank you so much once again, Mr. Black Rice.
God bless. Thank you very much. You're welcome, Joe.
Mr. Olotu, I hope you can now hear us clearly, okay? I hope you can hear us clearly. So I'm going to take that message off the screen, and then we're going to go straight to the point. Again, the topic of the day is the Okaighele in Benin Kingdom. Actually, first of all, let me give you just a preamble. In Benin Kingdom, we have a hierarchy of a structural hierarchy in Benin Kingdom. This has been in existence way before, even before the others. Not to talk about governmental structure. So Benin Kingdom have their own structural hierarchy. It starts from the children. The adult people call them some say Ibieka, some say a guy we know. Some say some call them. Hold on, yeah, somebody just okay. That's my brother. Osaro Yamukocho, thank you very much for coming in, for tuning in. Mr. Yamukocho, you are welcome to the Idele-Ero show. You can unmute yourself and speak. Unmute yourself and speak. Real quick before I continue. Are you there, Mr. Yamu? Your microphone is muted. Unmute it and speak. Mr. Yamu, unmute your microphone, okay? Anyway, so as I was saying, Benin Kingdom, yeah, good job. They have their, hierarchical structure, that conduct the activities in different communities, in various communities. So, and then we have the Okaighele. No, sorry, we have the Ikpolue. From Ikpolue, we have in the Ikpolue, they also choose the leadership of the Ikpolue. That means the Ojowere or the Ojo will come together and then make their choice. The Ojowere will agree and they choose what they call Okaighele. Then we have the Igles. Igles means the able-bodied young men in the communities. These are the warriors. Whenever there's anything, they are the one that is they call for to defend the integrity of the communities. Not only that, they have different functions. Also, they are the ones that are in charge of maintaining the roads, the Ogwedion. The Ogwedion, the Edion have, there's a place, a facility where they hold meetings for the communities. So the Igles are the ones that take care of the farm roads, the roads to the river where the men and women go to fetch water, or to the farms. These people, time to time, they maintain all these roads. This is Igles. And then they have their head. Again, the Edio will come together and then recommend somebody. So the Edio will now appoint their leader, who is now called Okaighele. I just mentioned their function. From there, you get the Edio, then your Edio, all those are things that we already know. So now there is a controversial issue going on in our state, in Benin Kingdom, that people are saying that the governor disbanded the Okaighele, which everybody know that he doesn't have the authority to even appoint them, no talk about disbanding them. Now, we are trying to educate and enlighten the people who don't know today of what the functions of the Okaighele in Benin Kingdom. Mr. Yamu is kind of struggling with his device at the moment, but we continue. I'm going to ask this question to my brother, Black Christ. We are jumping into it. If you are already in the audience, you are very free to make your contribution. You are very free, feel free to make your comment, as your contribution, then we will air it. Mr. Black Christ, what is Okaighele in Benin Kingdom?
Thank you very much, Joe Brown. You have already defined it. This age group. Okaighele is the leader of the age group that are the able-bodied bodies that is supposed to be potential soldiers of the kingdom. These are military men. These are warriors, like you said before. Potentially, because they are not actually the soldiers, but these are the soldiers to be. We don't we don't conscript people. We go age by age. The Okaighele is the leader of this age group. Like you said, their function is to maintain the cities, the road to the river, road to the farms, gather together to build houses for each other. These are their functions. It has been there. That is why the first white man that came to Benin said, "Oh, this cannot be. This is a city." We didn't say Benin is a city. No, the white people that visited us saw it and said, "Man, this is more than what we have there over there." That's why they call it a city, because already they are calling their own side city. And they've come to the interior of the jungle, forest, what do you call it, forest belt, and they saw similar things. Inside the forest, there are straight roads, there are buildings, nice buildings, there's everybody, there is law and order. So this is a city. That's how they gave the city, Benin City. So the Okaighele, that's the duty to maintain those cities. They created the city. They are appointed by the Idele-Ero. Idele-Ero is appointed by the king. So we had the government of today don't even know what they are dealing with. They cannot go into what is being there from time immemorial. We have been there. This authority is from the king. It's not from the head of state. It's not from the president or the governor or the prime minister, whatever. The king can hire and fire these people. The government has no right, because they didn't hire them to start with, so you cannot fire them. It's only the people you hire you can fire. That is it for now.
Thank you so much. God bless you, sir. We appreciate that. Now, Mr. Iyamu Kocho, our own brother and partner of the show as well. Everybody knows Mr. Iyamu Kocho. He's an activist, a strong activist, and a believer of the Benin cultural heritage, a defender of the Benin cultural heritage, and a promoter of the Benin cultural heritage. Mr. Iyamu Kocho, welcome to the Idele-Ero show.
Good evening, sir. About our don't money one.
About here, my brother.
About here,
What talk by?
Sir. Okay, so We have some people already standing by, making their contribution from the audience. We have seen Osamuyime Olotu. We have seen Mr. Jenny Brainy. So they are all standing by. We have a lot of others there, but we are expecting them to make their own contribution. Now, Mr. Iyamu Kocho, the question before us today is the Okaighele, and we want to know their functions, who appoints them, who can disband them. So the same question that I asked my brother, Mr. Blackra, is, Mr. Iyamu, I know you are vast in the Benin culture. This is an enlightenment program today. Everybody at home listening, they want to know. They really want to know what is going on, what's the difference, between, if there's any, the dichotomy between the government and the Benin Kingdom, who has the authority to appoint or disband the Okaighele. Mr. Iyamu Kocho,
Okay.
What is Okaighele?
Okay. First, Okaighele, the word Eghele is youth. The word Eghele in English is youth. While in Benin language is called Eghele. Eghele means youth. Then Oka means head or leader. So if you combine Oka and Eghele together, you now have you now have youth leader. So the word Okaighele means youth leader in Benin Kingdom.
Okay. It looks like there's some kind of noise from your background. I don't know if that's you. Please have them reduce the background noise out there. But we heard everything that you said. You said that the word Eghele in English means youth. And then the leader of the youth is Okai. That means Okaighele. So Eghele is Eghele in Edo language or English language, I'm sorry, means the youth. And then their leader is now called Okaighele. So the question today, the very pertinent question today is, who appoints the Okaighele?
Okay. Let me quickly answer this question. By our customary law, Edo state government does not have rights, first and foremost, to ban Okaighele and its activities as outlined by the Benin International Council. However, the government is at liberty to fish out the bad eggs among them through Benin International Council, and perhaps if they wish to prosecute them, they are also at liberty to do so. So it is not the government or the governor per se that appoints Okaighele. It is the Ojowere of a particular community that appoints Okaighele. Just like we have a governor who appoints a commissioner, SSA. Same is applicable to our great monarch, the Oba of Benin Kingdom, who appoints or make Ojowere Enoge Owen. So at the level of community, the Ojowere is empowered by the power bestowed on them by our great monarch to appoint whosoever they wish can work with them. So in every community.
All right. Yes. We know this is gonna. Yeah. Go ahead, sir, Mr. Yamu. Please take on, Mr. Yamu.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, same we have in every family. Every family have their own Okaighele. So it is not only in community you have Okaighele. We have Okaighele.
It's network issue. I can understand. You know,
Yes,
so
fluctuating.
but yeah, it does. All right. I think what he was trying to say right there is that the issue that came out recently was that the governor, because of the activities of some cultists, the governor said he was going to deal ruthlessly with the cultists that are constituting a menace in the society, which is very clear. We all know that, and we applaud the governor for that because it was becoming, something else in Benin in particular. So, but we are trying to find out what is the connection between that and the Okaighele. Again, as we go along in this program, I want to let people know that yes, there may be some of these Okaighele that are members of courts. So courtism in Benin is what the governor was talking about, that they have now used the law, that anybody that contravene that law now will be dealt with ruthlessly, which is good. But again, does he have the power, the right to disband your Okaighele? If you are going to deal with them because of their involvement in courtesan or something, if they violate the law, yes, you do have right to deal with them. But again, you who do not appoint the Okaighele, I believe that it will also go the same way, that you don't have the right to disband them. Again, you have the right to deal with them if they are found wanting, if they are caught, if they are members of this court that you are dealing with. That's fine. But to say you disband your Okaighele is what a lot of people are arguing. And that's why I brought experts here today in Benin culture. They want to tell the people, they want to enlighten the people, especially those who don't even know. They are just, dabbling into issue because of political reasons. They want to politicize everything. No, it's not like that. We want the clarification today. That's why I have these enlightened people to discuss the matter. And even you at the audience, you can make your contribution. If you feel that you disagree with in some points, you can say it out or just write it in the message, because later on when we open the phone line, everybody will also have the opportunity to speak if you want to. But right now, make your contribution by going to the text message box and make your, just be objective and be civil. Now, Mr. Yamu, right before you exited, you were talking about the Okaighele. Can you please continue? Mr. Yamu, are you there? Mr. Yamu, you are muted. Unmute your microphone and tell those at the background to please reduce their noise. Otherwise, I'm going to turn it over now to our brother and our father here, legendary reggae superstar, Black Rice. Mr. Yamu, are you back? Oh my God. Okay. Mr. Yamu. Okay. Now, I think we can hear you right now.
Hello, sir. Yes, I'm back.
We can hear you.
I'm back. Network very porous here. I'm back.
I understand.
Okay, sir. So, like I said the government does not have right to ban Okaighele in the Benin Kingdom. The government does not have right to ban Okaighele in Benin Kingdom. But it's a liberty to checkmate those who are involved in any social vices. And if you must do so, you must also liaise with Benin International Council to enable Benin International Council fish them out, because the government cannot just do it alone. So you must consult with the BTC Benin International Council to enable government to fish them out, because it is not the government that appoint them. It is the Ojonwere of the committee that appoints Okaighele. So Okaighele is is part of the architecture of Benin Kingdom, and we all know that Benin Kingdom is headed by our highly revered monarch. So anything concerning tradition it is being handled by BTC, which is headed by our highly revered monarch. So Okaighele is part of our long age tradition. So it's not the making of government, it's the making of our ancestors and our highly revered palace.
Okay. We've heard that. Mr. Black Rice,
Yes, sir.
again, I want to turn it over to you now. Uh, do you agree with the fact that the appointment of the Okaighele is strictly and solely the responsibility of the community heads like the Ojonwere in the community? When we talk about community, Benin Kingdom is subdivided into various communities. And he just mentioned it that our revered Oba, for example, the Oba of Benin, Omonobaredu Ukwu Apolopolo, Oba Eware the second, the Ogidigan. Now he is the overall head, but he has in all the community he has a leadership that he appoint that oversee whatever is going on in the communities. He has the Enogis, he has the Ojonwere, he has the Ohen, and all that. So those people they report actually to the center, which is the palace, our palace. So with that being said, Mr. Black Rice,
Yes, sir.
do you agree with the fact that the appointment, who has the responsibility of appointing the Okaighele?
Yeah, thank you very much. The Okaigheles are appointed by those youths. They, amongst themselves, they find one suitable to be their leader, which they recommend to the village head,
Don't worry.
Ojonwere, who in turn will assent it. First send it to the palace or appoint the man and send the message and take the message to the palace that we have an Okaighele here. This is our Okaighele in this district. So for assentment, so the Oba or the BTC, because the Oba doesn't really concern himself with all those trivial things. We have Benin is so organized. We have Benin Traditional Council. The council now will have to assent it, pass a paper, a memorandum paper to the palace, to the king, the monarch, and say, yes, this area is settled. We have this man as the Okaighele of this region. And, for these politicians are just creating unnecessary problem. Each time is getting closer to election period. They try to tie things together that are not supposed to be together. Try to make a mule out of a make a big hill out of a mountain out of a molehill. The kind of things. It's just politics. And we don't buy that. It doesn't concern the palace. The palace don't politic. We don't politic. If any of these Okaighele is committing a crime, that is for the law of the land now. In those days, they reported to the palace because already his papers has been tendered to the palace. If it were before this colonial setting that we are carrying out like egg, even the people who started it, they are not carrying it anymore like we are carrying it. Because I still know in Britain they have the palace guard. The government don't go near them. It doesn't concern the palace, the government, what the Buckingham Palace mounted troops are doing. So it's a similar thing. We should They should cut themselves away from these political things and take it away from the palace. If you have a problem with any of those traditional council, report to the palace. Go to the palace honorably. Then the monarch will look into it and sanction whoever needs to be sanctioned. It's not just coming to ban this, ban that. Somebody's afraid now. I say, make him go Benin quickly. Ban Obito. I mean, when it's getting to political election like this, people are mad. They want to do it by hook or by crook. Now, for a minute, there will be no light, electricity. There will be no oil to cook. Just because if you vote for me, I'll bring these things out and we will eat and we'll be filled. You're just creating poverty unnecessarily, among the people. This is unnecessary. If there's any crime committed by anybody, whether it's Okaighele or anybody in your domain, you have the right to call the police in. Call the police. Not just carpet bombing or carpet arrest. Everybody you see now, you start to arrest them because you have the right, you have the control of the police in your pocket. No, they can't fire them. It's the responsibility of the BTC, Benin Traditional Council, to rein in these people that are recommended to them. The BTC, they are not even soldiers, so they are police. They can't go and be looking for who is committing offense. Your police will arrest them, take them to the palace, and then wait for their sanction. Or take them to the police station, whichever way. But you don't just carpet ban the Okaghele's ban. Hey, I will ban a bit Obito. I beg you.
Well, sister, thank you so much. Mr. Yamu, if you can see here, very good. What's it? Now, you heard everything our brother just said about those who can sanction, who can appoint, and all that. We're seeing very much in this topic today. We need to educate and enlighten people because people are just they are ranting. They are saying, "Oh, people are they are becoming overbearing, too much support for the palace and all that." No, it's not just. This is giving to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. That's exactly what we are doing here today. Mr. Yamu, what is the relationship? What's the relationship between the Benin Traditional Council and the government when it comes to appointment of? I know you mentioned it before. I still want the people to hear one more time that you already explained how the governor is in charge of appointment of commissioners, SSA, and all that. Just the same way, the BTC is in charge of appointment of the hierarchy of those in charge in different various communities. Okay, now I'm going to try to say this here. The people are trying to say that the Okaghele's are kind of criminals, in the modern days. They say they are criminals, that they are cultists, and that they belong to various societies and all that stuff, which is not supposed to be. We understand that. Now I wanted to explain to the people the courtesan. In the courtesan, there's an act, that there's a government law banning courtesan in Edo State in particular. Now there is no ban on the Okaghele's in the BTC. So why are they trying to confuse the issue? If the governor said they would deal with those who are engaged, who indulge themselves in courtesan, fine, we understand that. What is that? How does it concern the Okaghele's appointed by the BTC?
Okay, sir. The reason is not far-fetched. The reason why Obaseki mentioned Okaighele in his sacrilegious pronouncement is because he does not understand our tradition and culture. We have been saying that Obaseki does not understand our tradition and culture. So, hence the reason why it's at variance, all his action is at variance with the doctrine, the doctrine of the great Benin Kingdom. So we are not surprised, and we were not so surprised when he made that sacrilegious pronouncement that government has banned Okaighele and its activities. To us, is that pronouncement is sacrilegious. It does not water, and it cannot stand as far as Benin Kingdom is concerned. Now, you mentioned to us, and you were trying to ask me the connection or the relationship between government and BTC. Before now, there has been the relationship between government and palace has been very, very, very strong, very germane. But since Obaseki became governor, his attitude and behavior towards palace has shown that
All right. We know we're going to continue to deal with this.
Yeah.
Network issue. All right. So, as far as I'm concerned, with my brother here, Black Rice, we know that the Benin Traditional Council, also termed BTC, has the responsibility of appointing the Okaigheles, and all that, starting from the Enogis, the Ojonweres, the Ohens, and all that, is the responsibility of the BTC. So in every community, we have leadership. Where before we began, I gave a preamble of how the structure looked like, in Benin Traditional Council. We have the Ikulube, we have the Egeles, we have the Ejion and the John Were and all that. So when you say Okai, that means the leader. That's what Mr. Osaro also agreed with. That's the leader of that age group. We're talking about age group here. Age group.
Yes.
Ikulube, they have that age group. Then like teenagers or something like that. Then you talk about the elderly, which are the able-bodied men. So these are the full soldier, like you said before too, that they do all these communal activities, with respect to the Ojonwere who is the overall. Other than that, that's their function, that's their duties. Whenever they are called upon, they answer that call. Community service. They are not paid to do it. No, they're not paid to do it. It's just the way the Benin Traditional Council, set up their structure. So they're not paid to do it. Whenever they are called upon to perform all these duties, they with all respect, they honor that call and perform those duties. Now, the point we are arguing here today is who appoints, who disbands. That is, what we are talking about here today. The governor made his pronouncement, and my brother called it sacrilegious pronouncement, that it disbanded the Okaigheles. So that raised a very big question, to people who respect our traditional hierarchy. They're like, what? What are we hearing? What did he say? That he banned the Okaigheles? Does he have the right to do that? So it was enraging a lot of, people who like, no, this is not the way it is. It has nothing to do with the government or the governor. So all that, discussion is going on everywhere in Benin Kingdom today. And that's the reason why we call for this program for enlightenment, more enlightenment and awareness. So, uh, my dear brother, Black Rice,
Yes, sir.
you are an elder in Benin, and I know you are vast in it because of your involvement, your engagement with Benin activity, Edo activities, cultural activities. Sir, I know it looks like a repetition. You have said it before that the government they try to kind of politicize things. So as it is now, as it is now, what do you expect? What do you expect the reaction of people, the Benin people, to be when the governor is kind of crossing his boundary, talking about he banished the Okaighele? Does he have that power?
My brother, he has no power to do all those things that is supposed to be done in the palace or by tradition. Tradition is different from governmental positions. Like you said, rightly said just now about this courtism. It's not different from churchism. Because they always want to find our own things very, very devilish. That's the truth. You know how many churches we have in Benin City? Those are the things. This I'm not for the courtism. I'm not for courtis. I'm just saying that they should try to see that these things don't conflict. They don't just carpet ban the whole thing like that. Our tradition must remain our tradition. A lot of people still worship their own gods. It's allowed. Even the Bible says, let the righteous be righteous. And let the filthy be filthy. You can't be the judge. Jah is the judge. So if you see anyone that is contradicted or worshiping his own God, provided it's not using human sacrifice, provided it's not doing anything criminal by worshiping his own belief. These things we have not had chance to arrange in this amalgamation that we were forced into. We were really forced into this amalgamation thing. A lot of things that we do to protect our own culture and tradition is become devilish to the eyes of the government or to the colonial master. And then the colonial master passed it down the line to those that put the stooges they put in place now. So these are the problems we're having. That is why Nigeria is always having problems. A lot of things that we're not supposed to have problem with, we're having problem with them.
All right. Mr. Iyamu, I understand that you are struggling with the network back there in
Very,
Benin. We understand. We are used to it. Myself and my brother Black Rice, we are used to, whenever we have a guest from Africa, Nigeria, we're used to all this fluctuation of network, no network, and all that stuff. It's a disturbance, but we'll have to deal with it the way it comes. Now, Mr. Yamu, we were talking, I don't
yes,
know
sir.
if you were listening on the background, we were talking about the conflict. He just mentioned the word conflict, that they should not conflict, they should not misunderstand courtesan and the Okaighele. We have a lot to talk about in this topic today. So that's why I say I want everybody's attention because we're here to enlighten the people. So now, courtesan and Okaighele, is it the same thing?
No, sir. Courtesan and Okaighele is not the same thing. It's like you have a pastor in a church, or who is also known as a chief priest. So they are not related. The work of Okaighele in a community or the family is to maintain peace and order, to ensure that the community that they are residing are developed and peace, tranquility returns. For instance, in my community, I've observed that for the past 5 years, there are a lot of development in Wolo, where my mother hailed from, and the development is as a result of the innovation of those in that committee. The innovation put in place, initiated by the Okaighele and his followers, which was achieved by the Ojonwere and our late Enoge, who recently met his ancestor. So if, for instance, like I always say, that if for instance Okaighele is involved in courtesan, we expect that the government will fish them out through BTC, because it is the BTC that knows these people, that knows the Okaighele. With through BTC, they can reach out to the Ojonwere, who is the head of the committee. Then the year after, the head of Ojonwere, the head of the committee, who is Ojonwere, we now call the Okaighele that are elected by the youth, because like I said, Okaighele means youth leader. Before you become youth leader of any organization or of any committee, the youth must gather. They must assemble to say this is their leader. And once the election is done, the Ojonwere will now ratify it and forward the name to BTC that this XYZ person is now Okaighele. So in my community, for the past 5 years, there has been a lot of development in my community through the effort of the Okaighele, because there are Okaighele in every community, there are Okaighele in every Egbe, also known as family, there are Okaighele in NGOs, in civil society, in church, in mosque. So a lot of people don't even know the meaning of Okaighele. Okaighele, like I said, means youth leader. So the Okaighele, yeah, there is truth that maybe some Okaighele are involved in courtesy, but it's not enough for you to not generalize that all the Okaighele are not courtists. We will not accept that, because it's not every Okaighele that are courtists. Just like we have some vigilante now. We have vigilante who are courtists. So we also expect that if, for instance, the government observe in their own wisdom that Okaighele are courtists, we also expect them to say that the over 13,000 vigilante that they train are banned, because majority of them are courtists. The government is aware that majority of those vigilante that they inaugurated recently, that they train 30,000 vigilante, they are courtists. A lot of them are now holding gun. They are the one doing the
okay. Yeah, we are getting responses from the audience. That means people are listening to us. We're happy to have you with us.
Torchlight to vigilante that they recently trained, because they are the one causing havoc, not Okaighele. So of the recently inaugurated vigilante. So like I said, if some Okaighele are involved in courtesy, government should feed them out. They should stop hiding under politics to shunt our revert power. So whatever government is doing it's not germane. It's not germane, and it's not in line with our interests, because we have observed that that government is not sincere in their action. It's not sincere in their action. So if they are sincere, they ought to know where to channel their where to channel their problem or their grievances to. So government should look inward, because whatever they intend to do was created. The problem they are trying to solve was also created by their action and inaction. So even those working with government, they are cultists. So if government is sincere to cut cultism in Edo State or in Benin Kingdom, then they have to look inward. Because those working with government, they are cultists. Those that have been appointed as SSA, commissioner, and the rest, they are also cultists. So government should not be, should direct their problem, their issue with to wherever they have problem with.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Mr. Iyamu, and my brother, Black Rice. We are moving on. We are moving forward. For those who are just tuning in, please make your contribution. This is the Idele-Ero show. Be with us. Don't go away. We want you to stay with us, and let's iron out this issue so that the people will now be aware. Those who are claiming right, saying that the governor is right, and no, they will today with all this that is going on, they will now know. They will now take a message home that, oh, we thought the governor is right by what is pronouncement. Now they know that no, it is not true. It's not everything. Even those SSA, I'm addressing them right now. Those SSA that are writing and all that stuff, ranting about oh, nobody can challenge the governor or the government. No, it's not true. We're letting you know today that nobody is disrespecting the governor. No. But if whatever he is doing is within his power of the law, that's fine. But the Benin people are saying today that the governor only have right to deal with those who have found what about the Okaighele, who are who engaging themselves in courtesy. That's a different issue. But he does not have right to ban the Okaighele, because why? He was not the one that appointed them. Governors will come and go, but our tradition remains forever. It has been there way back, and it's going to continue to be there. So that's what we are talking about here today. Now, he just Mr. Yamu just mentioned something. I'm going to address this. I want Mr. Blackrest to also speak on this. The people are saying that, oh, the governor is just look at him coming out to say talking about courtesy. Whereas, right before his own nose, right there, he's parading people in his government that are cultists. I'm not going to mention names here, but everybody is saying that people in the corridor of power with the governor, some people are saying that he cannot claim ignorance of it, that he don't know that, oh, he has cultists, in his cabinet or something. So people are saying that he should first deal with those with him before he now turn it over to the other side. Mr. Black Rice, I see that you nod your head in appreciation of what I'm saying here.
Yes.
Now, I need to speak on this because there are a lot of people are saying it. They are bold to say it, but we're not going to mention names here. They are bold to say that there are a lot of people inside his own government, close to him, that are caught. Has he dealt with those people?
The truth is that these politicians, they are all cultists. Because what's cultism? Creating an aura around yourself with followers. That's cultism. I was listening to one politician yesterday, and they call him pastor. They said he's a pastor. He said somebody has gone to place a billboard in their area. Do you have an area? You're campaigning, for crying out loud. This campaign. The whole city. So wherever the man likes, he puts his banner or put his poster. He said he's going to He's not going to do anything, but when he sees the man in the secret place, he's going to beat the hell out of him. That's courtesan. He was talking to his own clique. That's courtesan, gathering together in an isolated place. The video leaked, maybe purposely or mistakenly, I don't know. Yes, that is courtesan. They are all courtists.
Okay.
When you create an aura around yourself, a feeling and a power around yourself to protect those who might be going against the law on your behalf, what's courtesan? They have it in churches too. I saw the other day one lady was filming the pastor's wife buying things from a woman that says Kemi. I mean, we are just witching ourselves. We are just trying to create problem for ourselves. We are black people, for crying out loud. Our religion is different from this European religion. When I was growing up, I grew up from in the palace ground. I grew up at number 10 in Wimbledon Street, opposite the palace. That's where my grandfather has his own house. My father didn't buy a land in Benin. The Oba gave me a piece of land in the palace ground, just before where this lady was buried. Idele.
Yes.
Idele was buried inside the palace ground. That is why they said, "Egg your man, you went, mama." Because you know where she was going. She has chosen to be buried in the palace ground, in the Oba's market. Oba's market was inside the palace ground. They don't know the story. They don't know the history.
Yeah.
I love Christianity. It has brought a lot of good things. Letting us go to school those days. We have still been learned on our own. We were speaking English to them. The Portuguese, we even had to send our prince to Portugal to learn Portuguese language. First ambassadorial job that was given out in Nigeria, when there was no Nigeria, was from Benin City. We are not the type of people that want to educate or teach how to administer justice and fair play. We have known that long before. They are the ones just learning it out. Because they're learning it from the Englishman, whereas we have learned it from Okaighele. So all these things, they are just trying to witch hunt our black race, so that they think, oh, they are working. Are you working? Everything they are doing in the south, in Benin City, they don't do it in the north, where they have their emir and other things too. They don't. Their own governor cannot go and be talking against the emir of Sokoto anyhow. You know, it's just that we are just trying to. The palace now is being very kind, so that they can enjoy their lives too. In those days, okay, no, I quit. You know, so the governor should just, get himself out of this problem. He's going very soon. It doesn't mean you have to burn down the bridge. A lot of people want to pass through the bridge after you. That's how it is.
Well, thank you so much, sir. I appreciate that. You see, now this program is live on Facebook and YouTube. A lot of people are watching. We are advising those who are watching to invite others to watch this program, because they may not have a second chance to get the best information that we are giving out today. It's a privilege, an opportunity for you to understand the depth of this matter that has to do with Okaighele, and then the difference between Okaighele and Curtis. Okay? Again, we are here talking about Okaighele. The governor doesn't have the right to disband it. Yes, that's true. But again, this is another question. This one is going to be personal. Does the Okaighele Okaighele, do they actually have the right of their own to be courtised? Or even if they are courtised, because that's their own problem. They are courtised. Don't the governor or the government know that these people, whatever the activities outside of the traditional assignments that they are given is different from they engaging themselves in courtist activities, you know? So is the government, doesn't he know the difference? That yes, anybody like those in his government that people are saying, you just mentioned some, that there's a viral video, a leaked viral video where the deputy or a campaign director of his party,
Yes.
where he was, dishing out, violent instructions,
Yes.
violent instructions to his followers right there. You see,
That's
that is
courtesy.
wrong. You don't
That's
do that.
courtesy.
So yeah, it's courtesy. So what does that mean? You are trying to create mayhem in our society. And that is very wrong. Is the governor is aware of this? What has he done? What action has he taken against that particular video? Because that is a violation of people's right. There are different political parties, and is that if you belong to one political party like the governor, that doesn't mean that they have right to do everything. No, the different political parties also have the same right that you have. You cannot monopolize everything because you are a governor or your government is in power. No, give the chance. That's why it is called a fair competition. Give the chance to others to try. We are going out there for an election, and people have the right to make their choices.
That's right.
So you cannot compare them. That video right there looks like a message that somebody was delivering the message because he's just a deputy director of a campaign.
Yeah.
He was giving out the message, probably given to him by his bosses.
Of course.
To those people, those courtists, like you said, and that is not right. So we are saying today that the Bible also clarified it that remove the log in your eyes before you can see the speck on the other person's eye.
That's right.
That is very clear. The Bible also says, even in Benin adage, we know that. Huh? When, all these things is what we're talking about. So many people don't understand it. They are being paid, I know that, to come out to rant for the government. They are being paid. But no matter what, if you are paid, does that mean that you should not, or you shouldn't know your boundary? We are trying to protect our cultural heritage here. So people are saying, oh, that's too much. That's too much. Our tradition has been there forever. Way before all these people came, like you said.
Yes.
Before the Portuguese, the European, the British came into Benin. We already have an existing hierarchical system of government.
Yes.
Traditional way, We already have that in existence. So nobody should trample on that. We do not want anybody to trample on it. You can't do that. So let our traditional institution be. That's what we are saying here. So nobody is saying that, try to accuse the governor. Everybody say, oh, every little thing you say, the governor, and truly, if he is wrong, he's wrong. He's a human being like the rest of us. So nobody is above mistake. If he makes the mistake of making that pronouncement, then he can also retrieve it. But now the things are getting worse. Look at the way what just happened in that leaked viral video.
Yeah.
People, anybody watching that should know that something is fishy, something is going on. So we don't want to go into all that because that's a different topic for another day. Now we are dealing with Okaighele today. Unfortunately, my brother has exited because of lack of network
Right.
in Benin or in Nigeria. But again, we are here, myself and my brother Black Rice, my daddy Black Rice, we are here. We are going to take the matter until the end of this program. And if you are out there in the audience who want to make your contribution, go to the comment box and tell us how you feel about this broadcast. So, okay, Mr. Black Rice. Now, the governor has done his part. Nobody has heard from him talking about those who are involved or engaged in cultist activities. He has not said anything about that. And a lot of people are saying that, okay, why is he coming to talk to others when a lot of people are into it in his government? So that's another thing we have to talk about today. Don't you think at the same time he's trying to deal with others that he should deal with those in his cabinet? This is very important. He should deal with those. If he can start with those in his cabinet, then others, it will not be a deterrent to others. Those will be people who are flexing or who are, aspiring to become a cultist. If you deal with those with him, within, and then that can now send a signal, a message to others that no, you can't do it. If this man can deal with those people that is within his cabinet, it's going to be tough on us. That's one thing. So I need to address this. The people that are cultists, known to the public in Obasanjo's government, are still there. No one has heard anything about how he has used them to show example. Because why don't you? I mean, you have to. Charity begins at home. We all know that. So why don't he fish out those that are involved in cultism in his government, so that it will send a very clear signal to others outside? Yes, sir.
That's hypocrisy. He's just trying to create a diversion from what is really going on. When he starts this now, people will not have the time to go campaign for other party or listen to other party. He's just creating a diversion. This is a diversional tactics. That's what the politicians do. Every man has a right to decide his own destiny. You want to be a cultist? You are a cultist until you are caught doing something illegal. Cultism is not illegal until you are caught doing something illegal. Because they can't define cultism to me, and I will say, okay, you are not bewitching our traditional beliefs. We have had this, we have been there long before. I'm not defending the cultists. I don't know what they do when they close the doors. I don't know what the pastor do when he's not in the pulpit on Sundays. I don't know what the pastor does when he's not going to announce he's banning this and banning that in the public. Those are the things we don't give a hoot about. We want you to be nice, treat the people well. They have voted for you for good governance. They want to live. They want to be able to get a better life. So to come and divert them now, bring some things, unnecessary things to create a kind of busy mode. It don't pay. We are not happy with it. Really and truly.
All right. Mr. Yamu. Mr. Yamu, are you there, sir? Okay, so I'm going to open the phone lines now to the public to make their own contribution. People have been writing us, which is good. I've had Mr. Timber Dalselo. Mr. Timber Dalselo has been doing very well. We also have Jamie, Jenny Brainy also has been making his contribution. So far, so good. We had this couple of people making their contribution for the audience. It's not that others don't have anything to say, and they probably don't have the opportunity to, use their phones or whatever device they have. But we are still encouraging everyone to please be part of the show. I'm going to open the phone lines right now so that everybody can be part of this. They can be part of this program. Okay, so the phone lines is going to be open right now, and so that we all can be part of it. Please, 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 give us a call here. The number to call is +1 214 229 7475. Again, the number to call is +1 214 229 7475. Call us now. It's on WhatsApp. It's a WhatsApp number. Okay? Don't forget also to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is youtube.com/user/Joe-Ero100. That's our YouTube channel. Please subscribe to the channel so that whenever this program is out live, you can be part of it. And then give us a call right now. The phone line is open. +1 214 229 7475. Again, the program continues. Yes, sir. Mr. Yamu is kind of busy struggling with his device. That is fine. That's okay. I'm trying to kind of get close to where we will say who has the right and who do not have the right. We have said much about this question, and I'm very sure the public are now aware that the governor does not have the power to disband the Okaighele. That is what we understand here today on this live broadcast. But at the same time, we appreciate that he was able to come up with a law to deal with the activities of cultists in Benin. Because recently and lately, we've heard that a lot has been going on, a lot of killings from these cultists, cult rivals, So this one will say, I belong to Idele-Ero, I belong to Aye, or all kind of stuff, So, and again, it is meaningless. It doesn't mean anything. All this idea, all this rivalry does not mean anything. Your life matters. I know that parents are out there to also help, but nowadays the children, once they're grown, they barely listen to their parents. I don't know what to say about that. But again, I believe that the upbringing is part of the reason why a lot of people become miscreants in the street. They become cultists and all that stuff, which does not mean anything. It may mean something to you. I'm not trying to tell you that you shouldn't, but again, I'm just saying that it's not anything good for a child to be involved, to be engaged with. Courtesy is not good. If you lose your life today, you will not be alive to be a courtist anyway. So just for nothing, for no good reason, you want to lose your life. So that is not fair. Now, I'm just saying that the governor has done well by imposing a law that will deal with the court activities in Benin City, in Edo State. Now, we just established a common fact today. Both those who made their contributions from the audience, we all agree, a common fact that the governor does not have the right to disband the Okaighele because it lies and the responsibility lies with the BTC. Okay, so that is one fact that we have been able to establish today. For those of you out there, if you think you anything contrary to this, you start what you have the opportunity now to let everybody know that you disagree for this reason or for that reason. So, but again, I'm just letting everyone know out there that the uh, common agreement we have today is that the government does not have that power. I'm going to take this call here. I think, just hold on, let me take this call. Hello, this is the Idele-Ero show. Welcome to the program.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Yeah, my name is Timber, or friends call me Timber. So I'll be following the shows the moment it started. I saw the notification. It's a good conversation going on. Can you guys hear me clearly, please?
Oh, yeah, we can hear you very well.
We hear you well.
Okay, that's good. So I want to appreciate my big bros there, Black Rice. I think that was his music playing earlier on in the beginning, right?
Yes.
So, okay, that's good. Is it on any of the music sharing sites?
Oh, like YouTube or something?
Maybe YouTube or Spotify and the others.
Oh, okay. Well, we will let you know at the end of the program. We can forward the music to you, personally. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. All right, thank you guys. So, with regards to the issue on ground, this is just another way, another milestone, in all the agenda that Opacity have planned for Idoland. This is just another way to fight the bias. This is just another way to fight the institution. So a lot of people give him the excuse that, he doesn't understand the traditions, he doesn't understand the people and all of that. I don't buy that at all. I don't buy it because if I'm correct, he grew up in Benin and he attended a Woodstock Grammar School. So for someone to, at that age, not to understand the traditions of our land, is unacceptable. As far as I'm concerned, I heard that he doesn't even know how to speak the language. He can't even speak the language. He will require people to interpret for him. So that alone should tell everyone what it is. I've heard people that visit the government house, that been to Sadibia Avenue, and they tell me that all they speak there is Yoruba language.
Wow.
That's what. Yes, that's a common balance going on there. So, and you are not going to see that in other people's plan. Before I came to UK, I'm a graduate of Ife. I went to OAU. And you must be forced to learn the language or speak the language, speak Yoruba,
Correct.
So it's almost, the lingua franca, So, and for him not to be able to, I can guarantee he can speak Yoruba. Same goes with Aswe. Aswe cannot speak a single Eastern language. He cannot speak a single Edo language, but he's fluent in Yoruba. As a matter of fact, his name over there is Akintunde. That's what they call him. He's known that known as Aswe. He's pushing Aswe now. They're in Lagos and other places. When he was at UI, what they call him is Akintunde. The relative of the if I think they are cousins. It's why this ego. So a lot of people, all the people are talking, Benin Kingdom, the ancient Benin Empire, all the forces, whether the people that want to take over our land, as if our land has not been balkanized enough by the British, land of our people have been taken away. For example, the people of Akure, people of Owo that are not Owo, I don't understand why those people are not part of our land, or not part of Edo State or part of Edo land. I don't understand because I knew personally, when I was at OAU, because I read in some historical texts that our boundary, pre-colonial boundary, was at a place called Utson in Ekiti State. Yeah? And how he planted the tree there, the Ikimi tree there as a boundary, because they would use Ikimi tree a lot. I even made it like a personal trip to go and look for that place, to go and look for that region. I just said, this entire land used to be part of the Benin Empire. Can you imagine what we've done to us? And now, Governor, they still want to balkanize the kingdom further. If you go to Edo North, I'm aware that it was Oba Akinzua, the second, that instituted most of those who were not gay.
Yes.
In Edo North, he was the one that did it. And during his time, there was no such thing as Edo Central, Edo North, further taking the power away from the Benin monarch. Because there's no way how individual kingdoms can narrate their story without it coming from the nexus, which is the Benin institution. It's there.
Wow.
The Okaighele has been there. These are, it's an invasion that happened in 1897. People just talk about the invasion and how they looted us. They don't talk about the balkanization that happened. They don't talk about things like that. They don't talk about, I don't see why Okuta in Imo State is not part of Edo land. I don't see why Enugu Ezike in Enugu State is not part of Edo land. I don't see why Onitsha is not part of Edo land.
Right.
So maybe now the British came up with the politics of language through ethnic propagation. They created the Wazobia, because they forced the language on every single one of us until Bakenzwa decided to say, you know what, we need our own region.
Yes.
Yeah? British started with Townsend. He converted the English Bible to Yoruba language. Yeah? This was just a favor. It was a favor that was given to the Alaafin at that time before you, who supplied soldiers to come and fight us. The same thing, they say supply soldiers. And some people now they call Igbos. They were some of the Igalas. Yeah, so they did this to Benin Kingdom. They did it to the kingdom of Igala. They balkanized the Galas. Well, most people that they call Igbos today, they are originally Galas. So the people that fought the British, they were the ones that were balkanized. They were the ones who punished, reduced, almost wiped out. Yeah? So let's not also forget that Al-Wabateki, after the Obasanjo was taken to Calabar, Al-Wabateki protested that he wanted to be the next Oba.
Yes.
He protested for that position. People for the only because they saw how they were hanging our people, hang them on trees and burn them alive. That was another position, another Spanish position that took place there. All right, we are not talking about our parents, our mothers that were raped and murdered and burnt alive. Nobody talk about them. See, I think it's the fault of the Edo people, because if we have carried on, because the father or the knowledge that Oborami Nogbaisi never signed any treaty to be part of this convention called Nigeria. If we have come up with that ideology, that knowledge, and continue our insurgency, I'm sure we will not have lost every single part that we've lost. So I'm going to our people blame us, because we will have that attitude of, live and let's live. That's what's being needed. If we don't fight this now, I guarantee you we will not have a kingdom. This kingdom has survived 2,087 years now. If we don't fight, I guarantee you it's not going to, in the next 1,000 years, we cannot say, there used to be a kingdom. Even about Edward II, when he was still a crown prince, he was in America, and they were narrating, they were doing the of kingdoms that have got extinct. Yeah? And they mentioned Benin, they were showing artwork of kingdoms that have gone extinct. And they showed Benin artifacts and all of that. Someone came to tell the other then, he was a prince there, came to tell him and said, they are talking about the kingdom. It was there people now considered that kingdom is still very much alive. And as a matter of fact, the crown is here in the US.
All right, Mr. Timber da Silva, let me quickly ask you, bringing us back to the main subject and the main topic of today. I'm going to just quickly ask you. I know you have been making your contribution through text messages and all that. Let me ask you this for clarity, so that people will hear you, because this is a live broadcast. Now, what is your take on who has the responsibility of appointing and disbanding the Okaighele, as it is a church in Benin Kingdom? So who has the power? Can you please say something real quick?
If anyone has the power,
yes,
it would be the Benin Traditional Council.
Okay.
It would be the Benin Traditional Council. That's why I started by saying that Obaseki, is looking for trouble,
right?
And as a matter of fact,
yes,
that was the reason, because of the disrespect and everything that has happened,
right?
And his influence is further contributing to that balkanization and
right.
trying to reduce the power.
Exactly.
So that was what led me to be talking about this.
Okay.
Right? So now the issue is the government does not have the power, and as a matter of fact, I know the Oba has the imperial mandate. This Okaighele system started before the Oba dynasty.
Exactly.
It started before the Oba dynasty. I think it started around John Worry, when we're having John Worry, even before the Obiso. So they have to be, even if the Oba wants to ban it, they have to explain to the people why this system should go away. I understand the Oba value the Okaighele system very much, because I saw it talking about it earlier.
Very good. See, so we want to appreciate your contribution. Thank you so much for your call, and we hope that you continue to be part of this live broadcast whenever we have any show. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, as you are seeing on your screen. That's our YouTube channel, youtube.com/user/Joe-Ero100. Thank you so much. Oh, God bless you. God bless you for being part of the program. Thank you so much, Mr. That's it. Yeah. All right. So we just heard from that caller, Mr. Blackright. I know you took your time to listen keenly to what he has to say. Now, and he has said a lot. It is not different from what we've been talking about. You see, he even went back to history. When the great-grandparents of this governor, that tried to, usurp the power of, or try to even lay claim to become the Oba, the throne. So he went back to all that historical fact that many of us are well, we know about. It's just that the Benin people, we are lenient people. We are very, very lenient people, accommodating. As a matter of fact, for that, it should have been a stamp. It should have been something that is written down in history, that anybody that tried to do such a thing would have been given a ban. So not anybody from that same lineage coming out to say the ban. Nobody can ban. I watched the video he talked about when the Oba actually emphasized that the Okaighele, the Iglis, very, very useful age group hierarchy in Benin Kingdom, So if Oba can say that, then nobody else.
They are kind of reservists. Like I said earlier, they are reservists. They are not soldiers. They are not the soldiers of now. But they are reservists. When we need soldiers, that is the next battalion.
Yes, that's it. So we are getting close to the end of this program today, and we are still expecting people to make their contribution. Either you are going to call in, or you're going to send us a message on the message box. We appreciate Mr. Jenny Brainy. We appreciate Mr. Timber Sailor, who just called. He has been very, very active, from the audience, side of it. So, and the program continue, and we're about winding down. Like I said, if you still have anything, any message for Mr. Blackright and I, Probably we're still going to have my brother Osaro Yamukocho coming back if he's able to work on his network. But if not, that's fine. We are still here. We appreciate everyone of you out there listening to this program and being part of it. So we still expect you to give us a call and make your contribution or the text message until we bring the curtain down on this program today. Mr. Black Rice,
Yes, sir.
everything that you heard from my brother who just called from the UK, Timbada Sailor, what do you have to say? What message do you have to the governor or the government in Edo State, regarding the Okaighele, and so that they can be able to differentiate it from cultism? But like I said, in my own opinion, yes, if the Okaigheles are involved in cultism, well, yeah, and they have the law now to deal with that area. But the governor, the government do not have right to uh, say anything regarding disbandment of the Okaighele because they did not appoint them. It's not a political appointment. Go ahead, sir, and if you have anything to analyze from what our brother from UK, Mr. Timber, the sailor, has just said over the phone.
Yes, I personally love the brother's contribution because it's really vast in the history. First of all, let me go to that of Obaseki. Ago Obaseki. Obaseki is not his name.
Okay.
Obaseki was the title Oba Ovurame was supposed to use. Oba Ovurame refused that title. And he gave it to his own friend. He was a friend of Ago. He used that Obaseki now as a chieftain's title to his friend Ago.
Okay.
So he became Ago Obaseki.
Oh, okay. All right. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we know all those stories. We know them. My great-grandfather is the Olua of Benin, Oba Olua.
Wow.
The 14th, now the 15th Oba, because we have just added Obononya,
Okay.
Romea as one of the Obas of Benin.
Right.
If not, my great-grandfather was the 14th, now he's the 15th. Oba Olua.
Wow.
I'm from Eho. So while we know those stories, we know all about all these people. Obaseki is thinking because there's Oba in his name that is. No. That's the truth. That's the truth. That was what was on that man's head at that time.
Okay.
Since Oba in the air, so it cannot be. But these Scottish and things like that. I heard that they're killing themselves over there. I make it an brother. These Scottish in Africa or in Benin, it's like the right wing and the left wing in this community, in this society, this way we are.
Yeah, exactly.
So we cannot just be demonizing our people unnecessarily like that. It hurts me.
That's right. That's right.
You know?
The society in the Western world, there's a cultism, among them.
They call them right wing, left wing.
Exactly.
How many people are killed every day in America with guns?
Yes, that's
Children
very
take guns
true.
to school instead of books.
Yeah, that's very true. But at the same time, you see, we do not want to copy that wrong idea in our own society.
It's not we are copying them.
Right.
I just said there are people like that. We're all not the same. We cannot all be the same.
Exactly. I agree with you.
We all grew up from different families, different
family background.
You know? Yes.
That's correct.
My father was a good disciplinarian. If you know my father, man, those who know my father know him. It's Mr. White.
Yes, that's right. That's Mr. White. We heard about him.
He never wears anything other than white. Some
White,
people think
yeah.
he only have one cloth.
And we also know that we also heard that he also had the white what they call white superb back in the day.
Everything about him is white.
He's white. Mr.
You know?
White.
So it's a pity that we just demonize our people.
Okay.
All right, my son is on the door.
Okay, so I'm going to have to close the program for today. We appreciate all of you who have been part of the program, part of this broadcast, and we hope that the message is well delivered. The message is well delivered. We appreciate people from our audience, Mr. Jimmy Benin. We appreciate our brother who came on the phone, Mr. Timber Da Sarah. We appreciate everyone else that are listening. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, good.
Right? Good to see you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
How are you?
All right. That's good, man. Handsome young man right there. So we appreciate everyone who has been part of this program and who is going to be.
Some people
and I want to appreciate my brother, even though he has exited because of his network that has been fluctuating. I'm talking about our young man, vibrant activist, Osaro Iyamu Culture, who is a strong defender of the Benin cultural heritage. We want to appreciate you. We thank you for. We hope that
we're closing up.
God will bless you and your family. And now I want to appreciate again my big brother, who is partner of this broadcast medium. I'm talking about nobody else. Everyone know him. He's a reggae legend and superstar, based in the Netherlands. So my brother, I want to sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, say thank you, and thank you. We appreciate you. We appreciate what you're doing for you, your family, and the family back home in Nigeria. We appreciate your contribution, your love for our Benin cultural heritage, because it's people like you that cultural heritage is still standing strong the way it is. Otherwise, people were ready to mess with that age-long cultural heritage. We will not allow it. We will not allow it to happen. So we appreciate you, sir. We thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, my brother. Take care of yourself and each other.
You too. Thank you. You have a good weekend, okay? Bye-bye.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right. I'm going to play the music once again for our brother Black Rice to end the program, okay? Again, this is a mota, not karaoke, but by our brother Black Rice.
Ciao. Where is the body now?
I'm gonna see. One second here. I'm gonna play the music for Black Rice. Here we go. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time.